Hi guys, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to make this crochet block stitch. And to make this stitch, it's very easy. You can do it in one color, but it looks amazing when you use two or more. I've seen this stitch done with multiple of colors, changing every row, where you can really make like a rainbow effect if you want. Using two colors, you have to cut your yarn on either side, but once it's done, you can add thicker fringe of each color, which will make a really nice Afghan look. So like I said though, you don't have to change every row. The colors, if you're wondering, I live in Israel, so I have some Russian, I think this is Russian, label, but there is a site, www. I'm just going to spell it, kartopu.com.tr. To do this stitch, you can use any size yarn, and then whatever hook that one recommends, but this would make such a cool looking Afghan. I would recommend using worsted weight yarn, which is 4 ply for the US, 10 ply for Australia. And then I used a 5mm hook, which is a size H hook in the US. The multiples of this stitch is 5 plus 2. So what that means is that you'll be doing sets of 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, which is essentially pretty much this in the chain. So you'll be doing sets of 5, 5, 5, 5 until you get it the width that you want. And then when you're ready to begin, just chain 2 more, and then you can get started. So go ahead and do your chains of 5 plus 2, and I'll show you how to begin. Okay, I got my sets of 5. If you have a difficult time chaining loosely in the beginning chain, you may want to go up 1 hook size from what you're using for your project. I'm using a 5mm hook, so I would use a 6mm hook just to make the chain, and then switch over to your 5mm hook now to start the project. Now, if you're using 2 different colors and you want to have the darker color be in between, then you want to start your first chain and the next that we're about to do right now, I'm about to show you, all in the same color. So for the beginning chain in row 1, you'll want to do with the darker color or the lighter color, whatever you'd prefer. I'm going to move that out of the way here. Okay, let me get a little closer. Okay, so to begin, you want to go ahead and do a single crochet, work in the second chain from the hook. And then you'll do a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in this 5th chain you're going to work another single crochet. And you're going to do that all the way down. You're going to chain 4. You're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the 5th you're going to put a single crochet. Chain 4, skip 4, and it should add out to having your very last single crochet in your very last space. So this is where you would want to change colors if you want to go to a lighter color, a different color, because we're going to be doing our double crochets now. So if you want to if you want to change colors, it's very easy to do. What I do is I just get my next color that I want, get the end here, just fold it in half. Now this will become my loop, so I'm going to grab that, put my hook through it, and I'm just going to pull it through my existing loop. Then you're going to take your old color that you have, and holding your project, you're going to tighten it up, and now it's going to be holding your new color. So then you just drop the old color, and now you can start working with the new color. But since I'm not doing that this time, we'll stick with my same color here. Okay, so for row 2, you're going to chain 3 and turn. Now you're going to be working now on this chain 4 itself, and you're going to be putting 4 double crochets worked in this space of 4. So on the chain, not in the chain itself, but on the chain. So you're just basically going to put your hook in the space, you're going to be putting 4 double crochets in the same space. Come on, yarn. Ooh, sorry for the honking. So that's 2, 3, and 4. So when you get done with your 4 double crochets worked in your chain 4 space, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to move on over to your next chain 4 space, and you're going to work your next set of 5 double crochets worked in that space. By the way, this is the beginning of your repeat, this row 2 that we're doing, and then you'll do a row 3. So you're going to be repeating rows 2 and 3. So try to mark around where this video is at the beginning of row 2, so you can repeat with me if you need. So again, once you've got your 4 set of double crochets, you'll chain 1, and then you'll start working your next set of 4 double crochets worked in that next chain 4 space. And you do that all the way to the end. When you get up to the end where you have your single crochet here, you're just going to do a double crochet in that single crochet, that last single crochet of the row. So there's no chaining in between this last set of 4 double crochets. You'll just go right in and do your double crochet in your very last stitch. Now for row 3, chain 1 and turn. You'll be putting a single crochet in the very top of the double crochet, and then you'll chain 4. Now you're going to move over into this space here, the chain 1 space between your 2 sets of 4 double crochets, and you're going to be putting a single crochet worked in that space, not in the chain but in the space. Then you'll chain 4 again, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll repeat that all the way down your row. We're putting a single crochet in that space in between your 2 sets of 4 double crochets, and then you'll always chain 4 after. You'll continue to do this till you reach the end of your row, and you'll put a single crochet in the top of that ending chain 3. And then that is it. That is your repeat. Now you're going to be repeating row 2, which is a chain of 3, and then you'll start working your 4 double crochets over your chain spaces. So that is it. That is how you do the crochet block stitch. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to like and share this video. It helps me out so much. Also, if you haven't checked out me on social media, you can find all the links below. Also, come check out my Facebook group if you haven't. It's called Crochet for the Masses. We share a lot of free crochet patterns and stuff we're working on at the time. We ask questions, so it's very helpful. Also, if you're interested in getting one of these furls hooks, there's a link for that underneath the video. Don't forget to order it with the extended hook, because if you don't, you'll get a very small hook, which will make it impossible to really do anything that has multiple loops on it or clusters. So make sure that you do that. And please make sure you use the link under the video. That way I'll get a little bit of the cut of whatever that you bought. And it helps support this channel. So thank you so very much. And thank you so much for patrons that support my channel every month. I really appreciate everything that you do for my channel. So that is it. Thank you so very much for watching.